What's going on, y'all? It's the Kid J Nolan here. Now, before we get to all of the good and amazing things that happened during the Grammys, I gotta talk about one of the most disrespectful parts of the night, okay? When it came to the best R&B album of the year, Robert Glasper ended up winning a very deserving award, by the way, but unfortunately, not everybody saw it that way. Chris Brown, C Breezy, a fan favorite, somebody who's gotten Grammys in the past, somebody who's gotten all of the possible flowers that they could get for their music and talent, decided to be a sore loser after losing that award. Shortly after the award was announced, he went on Instagram on his story and basically berated Robert Glasper for his win, basically saying, "Who the is Robert Glasper?" And he repeated that same question a few times in the story. I guess once he found out who Robert Glasper actually was, he decided to continue going in on him because he said, "Man, y'all playing, I'm finna start playing the harmonica in order to win this Grammy." For those of y'all that may not know, because there are some people who feel like Chris Brown, who is Robert Glasper? He is a pianist, a jazz artist, R&B composer, soul music composer, neo soul ambassador, you know what I'm saying? His Black radio series 1, 2, and 3 have been clinics on black music from top to bottom, giving you an exploration in jazz, hip hop, R&B, neo soul, all of the above. Black Radio 3, the album that actually won, it had appearances from Ty Dolla $ign, BJ the Chicago Kid, Common, Layla Hathaway, Jennifer Hudson, Q-Tip, Esperanza Spalding, D Smoke and Tiffany Goucher, India Ari, PJ Morton, Music Soul Child, Lettucey, Ant Clemens, and her, along with Michelle Indigicello. I don't know how more R&B you gotta do to create a compilation album with all of those artists having their respect to come in and contribute to the album. That's supremely R&B. There's a lot of people out there that enjoy the Chris Brown album, and those people should not have to be criticized for enjoying Chris Brown's music. The album wasn't half bad. It was a lot of songs on it, and it had some really good ones on there. I think every artist wants to win. Every artist is going to feel like they deserve to win. There's nothing wrong with that. That is the inherent spirit of competition. Bigging yourself up. Receive your flowers while you're able to get them. But why single out this man? You know what I mean? Robert Glasper is somebody who's been around for a long time in the music industry. To take it a step further, the album was even co-produced by Terrace Martin and Brian Michael Cox. Again, how R&B does it need to be? I try not to be like overcritical of Chris Brown. I feel like he's kind of stayed out of trouble in the past, 5 years or so. I mean, other than some random incidents here and there. But it's stuff like this that makes people question his character a lot of times, man. And he just doesn't always do himself a favor in that regard. You feel me? Like, you've been in the industry for 20 years now, something like that, close to it. You can't gracefully accept a loss at some point. It just makes no sense. And it's not like you were in the building to even receive the award. You feel me? Like, what more do you want? I feel like I'm Tyrese asking this question at this point, man. Like, you might win some, but you just lost one. Ask Lauryn Hill about that. Because to be honest, if you linked up with Robert Glasper, I'm sure he could produce some real fire music on your next album. You know what I'm saying? He's not a singer himself. He composes music for the artist to create on top of. Like, you just disrespected somebody who's helped a mass of great artists, from Kendrick Lamar to everybody I just named who have been working with him for the previous 3 albums. They have immense respect for Robert Glasper. So outside of the L that Chris took on winning the award, he also took an L for trying to play somebody who is not a newbie at all, somebody who has the respect of all of the people sitting there at that show. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments, man. Do you feel like Chris was right to say these things, to try him up like that? Because I feel like these fighting words, for real. I know Robert Glasper is very humble. He's very gracious. He's one of those type of people that's going to let this roll off. Ain't no sweat. Rightfully so, because he won and he gets to enjoy that, and he's going to get to take this back. This ain't his first Grammy, by the way, just so people know. It's not his first Grammy. He been here. But again, let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, man. If you've never heard of Robert Glasper, go ahead and let me know down below in the comments. Be sure to look up the album Black Radio 3. This is not an ad or a promotion for that project. I'm just saying you should check it out before you start actually criticizing it. I'm about to sign off and talk about some of the good things that happened tonight, because there was a lot. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I could blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag. Got my legal hustle, welcome to the trap. I could blow a stack, bet I make it back. You can hit my line if you need a track, but But we can't even talk if it ain't about the bag.